they liked us because we used with them. We'd have 9 ounces and go up to the res and, sell maybe 4. The rest we'd use. And it was just a party time. But, at the end of the day, it's just, you're still at square one. You're trying to make money, but you still ain't. It's a dream on the triple beam,
James and his brother are American Indian, but were adopted by a white family in South Minneapolis. James spent much of his adult life behind bars. He has a feather tattoo on his face, as well as other inked reminders of the 2 decades he spent incarcerated or selling drugs for gangs. I talked to him on the front lawn of his home in St. Paul.
You sell to take care of your habit. In the meantime, you ain't thinking that you're destroying your community or your reservation.
As James neared the end of his most recent prison term, he started to think about how he spent his life and the sort of legacy that he was leaving for his sons.
Man, they came to visit me that day, and they all were crying. And that was the first time in my whole life I think I cried. And it just hit me hard that I'm doing this all for gangs, I'm doing this for street rep. And at the end, no one's there for me, except for these 4 people.
James walked out of jail that final time in 2005, committed to breaking what he calls the convict code, which he'd lived under from his early teens to his late 30s.
In the community, it's hard. It's hard to be Native American in your community and show these people that you changed because you ruined the community and hurt the community so many times with your actions of drugs.
Heroin abuse in Minnesota has skyrocketed since James left jail, especially in American Indian communities. James lost a son to a heroin overdose in 2013. Other family members have struggled as well. His twin brother, Gerald Cross, has had a hard time since leaving jail a couple years back. He went from using pain pills to using heroin. James worked with his brother, trying to keep him clean, but it didn't stick.
It's like waiting for that call that he'd take that overdose, as he'd lock back up. Because like I told him, if you get locked up, I feel locked up. You're half of me.
Last year, James helped to start a group called Natives Against Heroin.